All right, guys, welcome to the first episode of Weekly Defects. My name is Spencer Brothers. I am the owner of a company called Sterling Home Inspection. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you've heard of it. If not, welcome. What I'm basically going to do here over the course of the next few weeks is just highlight some of the defects that I see on a weekly basis, right? So you get to the end of a long week, and a lot of the times you've seen some pretty crazy stuff, and I think it's worthwhile to go back and mention those things and to show those things and basically to educate and teach as far as what to look out for. And I think that this will be beneficial to a lot of people. I think a lot of people will get a lot from it. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right in, and I'm going to show you the two things that really stood out to me this week. See what you get from it. All right, you see that? Yep, no, that's a crack. That gap, see how large that crack is? Look at this. Let me take you down and give you a better angle. First off, that whole wall right there is offset. You see how it bows on the bottom part of the chimney and then corrects itself and goes up? That's a crack. Let me give you one more angle that'll show you what a bad crack looks like. It looks like that. Alright. So, the small ones, the little ones that you see occurring over doors and windows majority of the time are nothing to be concerned about. You come outside and you see this, you got a major problem. Major problem. You guys got questions, let me know. Alright, so this first video here took place in Birmingham earlier this week on a Monday. The key issue here was that the settling of the house was pretty intense. We see a large step crack in the side of the building, right back near the chimney. Now, most of the time, and just to be fair with you, I cut this video off. There was actually a first part to this video where I gave a little bit more information about the crack. So let me try to fill you in. A lot of the times when I'm walking the house with clients, and buyers generally attend with me, they're curious and they want to know the degree of problems that the cracks that they see above doors and above windows pose for them. And oftentimes I have to preface that by simply saying that it's not that big of a deal, that most of the time those cracks are minor settling and we don't have that much of an issue. But as you can see here in this picture, this is a major issue. This is one where we obviously are going to have another contractor come out and take a look at and really give us some more information, because in this case, this settling is so massive that it has had an effect on the other walls, as you can tell from the sloped and slanted angles, which is pretty severe. Now, our job as home inspectors is not to guess what happened, although, I'd be happy to throw my hat in the ring. My main concern is simply to know that it's noted and that the buyer has someone come out to take a second look at it and provide support for that wall. If I had to guess, if I had to take a shot, I would say it is probably a failed footing, and I'll include a link below to give you some more information about failed footings if you have any questions about them or are just curious. The second defect, as you can see above me right here, took place, I believe it was Wednesday. So this was at another house in Birmingham. I've been in this area quite a few times, so this doesn't seem to be something that is the case on all surrounding homes. But in this particular case, you can see this is an exterior main panel. So when I lifted the cover off of this main panel, two things stood out to me immediately. The first was that the dead front cover is missing, which means when you pull open that cover on the outside, you're just exposed to the breakers, the bus bar, the neutrals, everything right there without another layer of protection being there. Now that's an issue simply because we don't want those live bus bars and all of the live wiring exposed if that panel ever gets lifted up. The second concern was simply that as soon as I opened that up, there were about 3 wasps that came flying out. So if you ever have any knockouts missing on the bottom, those wasps love to get in there and they'll build nest and often die in there if they land on things that are live. But we've seen that quite a few times, especially when you're dealing with exterior panels. So that's critically important to make sure that those are covered. Now, these are not things that realtors or buyers are going to see, obviously, except for the step crack. That's going to be a major issue. And to be honest, if you see that yourself, you probably won't even be bringing me out there because you probably won't write an offer. Yet for the other, what you want to make sure is that the electrical is being inspected to its fullest extent. You don't simply want somebody coming out there and telling you, yeah, it looks good, or, I lifted the cover up and it's okay.
that dead front cover contains, or rather, should I say, hides a lot. All right, if that cover is removed, oftentimes you'll see that there are double tap breakers, there are neutrals and grounds that share a bus or don't share a bus, which is okay depending on if it's a panel or a sub panel. There's things in there that go beyond just making sure that the breakers are in good condition. So it doesn't matter who you use, you just need to make sure that those guys are taking the time to be as thorough as they possibly can and not leave out any details like that, which could ultimately result in a major problem when it comes to the electrical system of the home. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this quick video. What I'm going to do is try to roll these out on a weekly basis just to show you the things that are happening around Birmingham. Another thing that I'm also in the works of doing is trying to kind of put a chart together that details what various areas of Birmingham are having specific problems when it comes to that type of a house. There are certain areas where I've seen foundation problems heavily throughout that area, and then other problems where we're seeing other defects in attics and things of that nature as well. So we're going to roll that out for everybody, give you a little bit of heads up and a little bit more information when you're out there looking for homes or selling homes or whatever it is you may be doing. In the meantime, you can find us on YouTube. We put up multiple videos each week just showing the big things that we see. The other part of this video is also up on YouTube as well, so you can check that out. If you're looking to book a home inspection, my phone number is listed below. But in addition, you can find us online at sterlinginspectionservices.com. You can book it from there. You can look at my credentials, the credentials of the co-owners with me. So we're going to continue to do everything we can for you guys. If you need anything from us, please don't hesitate.